Now, if you already have a rubric created and you just want to create a new assignment and attach this rubric to it, then you go to Assignments, you go to Create Assignment, and down to Rubrics or Continuums, and then you tap Rubric. It says select a rubric you previously created, or you can make a new one from here, but I'm just going to press this. Select a rubric you would like to use by pressing the expand arrow next to the rubric title, or press the plus button to create a whole new rubric. So I'm just going to, I already have one of these is the one I'm going to use. It's this graphing one, the top one that's green right now. I'm going to press the expand arrow, and basically it just shows the screen here, and this little message just says, hey, if this is the right rubric that you want, just press the green select this rubric button at the top of the screen. So I'm just going to press OK. Yeah, this is the one I want. If it wasn't, I would just press the little green shrink arrow beside the title graphing there to go back up to the list of my rubrics. But this is the one I want, so I'm just going to select this rubric, and then it takes me to the standard kind of create an assessment kind of screen. So it says assignment. This is the name of this assignment. I'm just going to call it graphing again, but it could be a particular graphing thing. So graphing, subject, is math, and I'm going to leave a value out on this. I'm not going to put a value in it. I'm going to say it's term 1, grade 4, sure. And rating scale. I'm going to go with the just a 3-point and submit. So then I expand these. So you can see here, this is the rubric for this person. And I just put a little tap on the screen kind of where I want the check mark to go. And you can see the bottom of that. And then I can put an overall score or rating up here. So my overall rating might be got it or something like that. And then I can also do my evidence. So collect evidence with the camera, video, or audio or photos. And I can also type in a comment. And then to go to the next student, I can either tap the shrink button to go back and then select the next person from the list by tapping the little green arrow again so let's say I lean over and do their rubric. I'm just going to go like that. And if I was done, I could go back on the list, or you can just do this. This is sometimes a little bit quicker, this list here, and I just press, I go Hugo first. Just tap on that person and it'll go right to Hugo first. So instead of going back out, waiting for that screen to build and kind of coming back, it's a little bit faster when you're moving through a lot of students quickly. Now, one of the things I tend to do when I'm doing these rubrics is, this is fine if each student is doing their own assessment. And this looks like probably one of those kind of assessments where each student would be doing their own. But sometimes you're doing group assessments. And if you're doing a group assessment, really they're kind of getting the same mark generally on the rubric. And overall, the comment might change a little bit. So to make it a little faster, I normally go out of here. And what I do is I kind of select the students that are in this particular group. So let's say 3 students or 4 students go up. Let's say I just tap on this little box beside their name. So let's say it's anybody. I leaned over. Here's on fire, and you go first. Let's say it's those ones. They're the students that are in this group. I put check marks in there, and I'm just going to find just them. So to find, you press the little magnifying glass up the top right-hand corner here. So I'm going to tap that, and it just makes everything blank, and you type in what you want to find. Well, I want to find the check mark in that box. So then I press start. So do I want to sort these? No. So there's my students. So then I'm going to go up here, and it has more options just below, to the right-hand side below the video screen here. So more options, and this says less options. So you see this conference and fill down. If I press fill down just allows you to fill the same information in several students at once, or everybody at once. So it'll only fill in the ones that I've found. So this is the found set right now. I'm going to fill down. I'm going to do that one more time. Okay. And you'll see over here, score. So this is the overall score. Maybe there's no score. maybe I'm just doing a rating, but I could put a score in. I'm going to put in, let's say, I don't know, I'm just going to make something up. Let's say they all got 20. And the rating was they got it, so they did really well. Now I could put a comment in here. I put a general comment that I think I would give to everyone, and then just change a little bit for if a particular student did well in a certain area of it. So if you use these words or the kind of codes in these blue boxes, so let's say name. Oh, I gotta tap inside the box. So tap inside this box, say name. I'm just gonna make something. Did well on all aspects of, and instead of putting his or her, I'm going to use the his or her here. And remember, if I need a capital with it, I use the capitalized his or her, but in this case I don't. His or her project. And I'm just going to stop it there, but you could, write the full thing using those codes whenever you use a pronoun or a name. And then I'm going to fill. And it's going to ask me, hey, do you want to fill the scores in everyone? And I say no or fill. Yeah, I do, fill. Do you want to use the ratings? Fill. And do you want to fill the comments? Fill. And so then it comes back to my main screen again. And you see that Annie did well on all aspects of the project. Eileen did well on all aspects of her project. Harrison did well on all aspects of his project, and so on. And the grades are in there. Now, I still would have to go into each one and just tap what they did on this, but it might save you a little bit of time.